Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, where last episode, Swin and Nadia's substitute Spriggan job got underway with the basics of the role, a sweep, as they headed through Old Town and into the Tyrell District, chatting along the way. We now continue touring Edith. Right, what's in the vending machine?
Let's see here.
We don't have 50% grape juice. We do now. And strawberry omelette. We have robbed the newspaper and ran into a lamppost like an idiot.
I've got some delicious ice cream. What can I get for you?
Give me your winter combo.
Thanks for shopping.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Hey there, guys. Want to try our new special? I call it the winter combo. The cold weather doesn't take away from the taste. If anything, it actually accentuates it. Oh, what's this? I spot a gourmet in your midst. Isn't that right, young lady? Oh, was it that obvious? I've got an extra stomach for sweets, so yeah, you could say I'm a sugarholic. Oh, I thought as much. How about I try and guess your favorite flavor to boot? Now let's see, what kind of vibe am I picking up? Oh, you read as a citrus and chocolate girl. And everything in between too. In other words, when it comes to ice cream, you don't limit yourself to a single flavor or topping. You like them all. Holy moly, you're right on the nose. Any ice cream is an ice cream in my book. Call it an unconditional love. So how did you know? ESP? Spy network? Pegging Nadia as an ice cream enjoyer on site is one thing, but her flavor preferences, or lack thereof rather, seems like it was less of an educated guess and more pure intuition. That's pretty impressive on its own though.
Okay.
Sussing out a customer's taste is a gift that comes from interacting with so many sweet tooths. It's like we're all part of the same mouth, or like our hearts are connected, to put it in a less gross way. Anyhow, that's my secret. Nowadays, I can see most people's favorite flavors written all over them. Don't worry, guys. We're all part of the same mouth here. Wait, are you serious, Sad? When the heck did you land that gig? Go on, start blaring. Oh, the sign is still up there. What's it showing at the moment? Shade, by the look of it. I didn't even realize amateur modeling was a thing before now. Marilyn was the one who got me into it. Up until last year, I was really struggling on how to reconcile my heritage with what I want to do. But then she found me a job where I can make the most of my individuality. Props for that, Marilyn. Oh, it wasn't much on my part, really. I simply looked for something I thought would suit you. After all, you're adorable enough to pull off any outfit, Eastern or otherwise. For real? Dang, Marilyn, you're practically a talent agent there. Way to go. But you know, San, if you're looking to get into the entertainment biz, you could have reached out to me, too. Sure, it's not the big time or anything, but my dad does own a talent agency. Oh, I'm not so sure anything would have come out of asking you though, Peter. I'd have probably died of embarrassment anyway. And well, to be honest, the fact you even had those connections kind of slipped my mind. How does this always happen to me? If Sam can find a new path for herself, why can't I? Oh, they always got to make me the butt monkey. What? You are a butt monkey, sir. Congratulations. Don't they? But I'll show them. Over this last year, my dad and I have managed to get on better speaking terms. I'm not really keen on using his connections, but it does give me an idea. What? I truly am glad I brought San into the industry. She's been even cheerier for it ever since. That doesn't mean our dynamic has changed, however. I'll be watching over her from the sidelines as always. As for Peter, just what could be going through his head at this point? Not that I can't hazard a guess. An occasional magazine photo shoot won't change my life or anything, so I'm just going to enjoy it as it comes. Even if I don't end up making a full-time career out of modeling, I'd say it's still worth the while.
Seek out never-before-seen treasures as the curtain unfolds on an all-new adventure. The Adventures of Rockford. Golden Calamity.
Golden Calamity, eh? And best of all, it's opened my eyes to a whole bunch of new ways to change up my personal style. I've got Marilyn to thank for that. I was just about to say, wow, maybe they've installed some... Wait, it's a basketball movie? Cool. Maybe they, did some kind of like distance sensor that doesn't blare at you.
Now playing it.
But obviously not. I'm searching for the latest business magazines. No sooner had the new year started than the Verne Company restructured their personnel. Their launch of the T-phone followed right after. On top of that, reparations from the Empire have ended. Keeping abreast of financial news is more vital now than ever before. One must always remain aware of any shifts in the economic climate, whether current or upcoming. You said you needed a book on first aid for the festival, right? Let's see, would something like this do the trick? Well, the author even specializes in sports medicine. It's perfect. I knew you'd come through earlier. Don't mention it. There's a reason I'm the Academy's head student librarian, after all. It's surprising to see someone outside the library committee ordering books, though. You must really be keeping busy, Sasha. Hey, this is what I signed up for as general club manager. I say the work is its own reward. Student head librarian sounds like a really low-down title. Welcome to Stuart Bookstore. Browse around and you're sure to find something that suits your fancy. After installing a computer to manage our inventory last year. Yes, we use that thing. We've been experimenting with a number of other services as well. Our new online ordering and reservation system, for example, has been very well received. Eventually, I'd like to implement a mail order service that delivers directly from warehouse to customer. That'll require coordinating with vendors, however, so it's still a work in progress. Does your system actually work when people try to order from your thing, unlike trying to buy a blooming GPU?
Oh, please take as much time as you need.
Problems of the Warrior. I'd have got it too if it wasn't for the rubbish websites.
I hope to see you again.
I found this
Let's hope
cute
that
little shop
this video goes at this episode will go out on Wednesday. The 9070 XT comes out on Thursday. I'm praying. I'm praying. Hey, you've heard those crazy rumors, right? You know, with the disappearances and the screaming and stuff. Some are even saying it might be a serial killer. Yeah, people talk about it here and there when I'm on the road. There were never any official statements or anything, though, so it's kind of been petering out. Guess that means it was just an urban legend, huh? Are you kidding? Where there's smoke, there's fire. There has to be something that got the grapevine going. Sure, but I can easily see this being one or two incidents that got blown out of proportion after 3 or 4 retellings. Either way, if those things actually happen, then I'm more than happy to have them over and done with. You know, T-phones have really been catching on as a way for people to stay up to date on things. There's people crashing into us everywhere. Sure, they're on the pricier side, but I can't just not buy one. It's kind of expensive, but I just have to buy one. You just have to buy one? How did, like, Swin get 1 woman and Nadia got 2 guys? I like gossip as much as the next guy, but anything that hits too close to reality just spooks me out. The police haven't said anything, though, so it probably is just a rumor. I hope. How can we convince people to walk round us?
May I help you?
Jiggly almond tofu. There's so much food. They've, like, multiplied the amount of food to buy, right? I'm just saying, like, it didn't feel like there was this much food to buy.
Thank you.
In one. Hello, take your time and let me know when you're ready to order. Not much of a talker, this chef. Kinda gives me a funny feeling, though. Yeah, I think you're onto something. Little wonder those two would notice. This man is a martial artist of Hayaway, but it probably doesn't stop there.
My, this is positively delectable.
What's this? The substitute Spriggans are gracing our establishment already? And with Beauty's Blade as their chaperone, no less. The rumors held weight after all, it seems. Wow, news must travel fast when you're a front for Hayaway. Van's notes didn't mention that. Should we be on our guard? It's better than being caught unawares, but there's no need to go overboard. This restaurant is kept in check by the guild and vice versa. Essentially, the family it belongs to is run by a neutral elder. Now, enough with the glaring. This is nothing more than a humble eatery. Besides, it's not as though we have any sinister plans for you in particular. We'd even be willing to strike a deal if push comes to shove. How about if we just want to come here and eat like normal people? Is that okay? Anytime. Believe it or not, our food has one of the best reputations around. I can vouch for the taste, so please feast away. It would be our pleasure to lighten your wallets. There are a number of different families in Hayway, and not all of them are as prudent as ours. Matters are growing harried on that front, but it's nothing you need to concern yourselves with. We may end up petitioning some more Spriggan assistance, though, if the situation demands it. If I recall correctly, the Life family was quashed when its collusion with Almata was uncovered. Hayway must still be dealing with the aftermath of that. Are you settling in a bit more, Kunming? Okay, that's every customer served. Maybe I can use the extra time to go lend Cowhan a ride. A ride? Whoa. It took a while, but I've gotten pretty used to this job. I mean, sure, finding out what's actually going on with this Mel made my jaw drop. Oh, you're in the know now. But she doesn't treat me any differently for it. If anything, I feel like I can trust her even more now. Whoops, there I go again, blabbing secrets out loud to myself. Why did you trust her with that? Our chef Cowhan can be a little surly, but don't hold that against him. His food's no joke, and he's more of a gentleman than he looks. Plus, he's got a few hidden tricks up his sleeves. Back during the Revolution Festival, he protected me with his bare fists. You really can't judge a book by its cover.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
We kind of knew that's how that would turn out, though. Hey, it's the gang. Hey, did you hear about that luxury car going on display in Lomport? Yeah. Oh, you mean the special edition model there unveiling for the Lunar New Year? Sometimes I forget how big a fan you are of that brand, Downey. Hell yeah, man. That was on my radar. I can't rest until I see that baby in person. Pack your bags, yaddies. It's time to get our asses to Lomport Stat. Hang on a minute. You want to go now? I've got my own plans too, you know. So what are the odds on there being another race quest during this game? What do you reckon that is? Downey's the dictionary definition of inconsiderate. I've already got my own plans. You could at least ask if I'm free before trying to drag me halfway across the country. A luxury car from Red Star, the brand that owns my soul. Can you believe it? I just got to see that baby for myself. There's no better way to do that than hauling ass to Lomport. Trying to do a race in text-based. How many was there in the original game? Technically there was 3. Two with actual cars and 1 with RC cars. Sheesh, my team makes more of a ruckus than the hot rods we drive. It's a wonder they have enough roadside etiquette to avoid causing trouble for normal folks on public streets. Guess they wouldn't call us automaniacs if we weren't a little maniacal, though. I'll just have to keep them in line somehow. Is Van going to end up behind the wheel of a Z1 racing car? That sounds likely. So about my Kabul, I'm thinking it's time I start playing around with aerodynamics. Seriously, Juniper, why couldn't you mention this before we tuned up and we put it on the road? You were so pumped about taking Lucio on with what you've got. What changed? Everything. Didn't you see those new parts Ingrid had at the last Z1? Wow, talk about revving your engines. These must be the motorheads Van was talking about. Street racers, you mean? They're definitely all car enthusiasts, to put it lightly. Lucio said he doesn't have mirror to spare on racing anymore, but that hasn't slowed his wheels any. He's even doing research into auto parts from what I can tell. Might be good to hit him up for some advice next time. I'm more an Ingrid and Leno gal, so I'll bet he's got a lot to teach about the other brands. God, our positioning behind Juniper was going to give her a neck ache. Couldn't figure out which way, the programming to send her ahead. Hey, Shino. Oh, this food car here looks pretty promising. Welcome. Care for a drink? I have a few desserts on offer as well. Looks like you've given some of your menu items an Eastern spin. I'm guessing you tweak things according to where you set up shop. Shino's familiarity with Eastern culture lends an authenticity that goes beyond just a mere spin. Achieving this level of accuracy speaks to your considerable amount of skill and experience, though. On the contrary, I still have much to learn. The best beverages are those that are tailored to the customer's mood, not to mention the current temperature and humidity. It's a simple concept, but profound all the same. Even now, I'm working to improve day by day. All this mixology talk's really working up at first, huh, S? Yeah, maybe we can get something non-alcoholic for ourselves. It's been about a year since I opened this mobile bar, but I still feel there's more I can get out of it. On that note, there's been noticeably less foot traffic around here than usual. The temporary closure of Esprit Cinema... It's closed? Seemed to be the main cause of that. I'm looking forward to the crowds it'll bring upon its grand reopening. I can't catch a movie.
Hello.
I can't catch a movie. I'll buy your salad then.
Thank you.
I guess I didn't even try to go in. Yeah, there's no shop marker there. No, what?
Listen to this, you guys.
I was leaving it for the last thing we did. That's the treat.
Have you heard the news?
The Z1 Finals, the T-Phone, the new spring fashion collections. If only I had more eyes to keep on all of this year's hottest events and trends. In a perfect world, I'd hop on the bandwagon for each and every one of them. But to be honest, my wallet just can't afford that. Sometimes it feels like opportunity has my door blacklisted. I guess only time will tell how much of 1209 I'll get to enjoy. Yeah, it really will. Wonder if the future has anything good in store for me. I've given up on getting scouted at this point, so that's out. Last year's EGC wound up getting postponed for only a day though, so I still got to go in the end. That's gotta be a good omen, right? Maybe that luck will carry over into this year. And yes, we are in 1209 now, aren't we? Ugh. It seems that he hasn't learned another way to drum up sales than clapping.
All new adventure. The Adventures of Rockford.
I didn't realize the Spirit Cinema was temporarily closed. You and me both, Toki. Dash it all. Suppose I've no choice but to go to the multiplex at the Tyrell Mall instead. Wait, what? There's a cinema where we're going for the end of the thing? Much as I prefer otherwise. Frankly, the atmosphere of that place isn't my cup of tea. There's a new cinema?
Now playing it.
Hey there, how's about some popcorn? There's no better snack when you're at the movies. Of course, that point's kind of moot since Esprit Cinema is closed for remodeling right now. But popcorn is delicious no matter the occasion, so come and get it while it's hot. This movie theater was starting to show its age, so they decided renovations were in order. It only makes sense. The multiplex over the Tyrell Mall is going to be stiff competition, what with all their state-of-the-art equipment.
Hi there. Want to try
Yellow
something?
popcorn. You mean normal colored? Ugh. Okay, anyone tried this before? My head's covering the main part of this. Popcorn flavor with delectable mixture. Butter popcorn's cool. And lemon? Butter and lemon popcorn? A honey churro makes sense.
Come again.
Butter lemon popcorn?
Wrong way.
Never heard of it. No, nor have I. Music Shop Brothers. Right, we have done the sweep of this district. I guess we'll move on to Centre Marché next. I'm going to go to Dirt Memorial Park soon.
Zoom, zoom!
I actually have a kit of popcorn flavoring. Some of them are weird. Yeah, but butter lemon?
Want some veggies or something?
It feels as if Lashkar's mind has been elsewhere lately. Yes, well, that makes sense. Naturally, I'm concerned, but he won't tell me a word no matter how much I ask.
Feast your eyes on this.
The pattern on his fur, the shape of his tail. Could it really be him? No, it's gotta be. He actually made it out alive! Wait, the cat made it out alive. Wait, is Tiger the cat? Really? There's another survivor? Sorry about that. Can I help you? All right, thank you. It was the cat on the roof, was it? I don't remember the cat on the roof being ginger. Something seems to be going on with him. This is that boy from Cray Village I read about in Van's files. Is he looking for a dog? Or no, a cat? One of his friends from home had a cat, right? Gotta admit, I'm itching to know what his deal is. So, sorry about that. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Which
oh
do
my
you
god,
want?
if the cat lived...
Thanks a bunch.
I mean, either as an animal it had the senses to get out of there before things happened and knew things were up. That's number one. But considering it was a nuclear bomb, that's some hell of a senses and some hell of a distance to cover and some weird stuff to sense. But it was, of course, a mystical nuclear bomb with no radiation, so... exact blast radius only thing. The other thing that instantly comes to mind, Trails-wise, is because there was no radiation, so it was a nuclear bomb without actually being nuclear in that regard variety. It's not going to be like the other big hollowing outs of places we've got, where things just start reappearing again, is it? In the past? Wasn't the cat prone to running away in the first game, so it could have been luck? Could have been luck. Yeah, but it's Trails, isn't it? So it makes you go, well, conspiracy theory time. You'd never guess just by looking, but I'm actually big into Central Eastern culture. The way every tribe has its own patterns and stuff is just so unbelievably cool. That's exactly the sort of unique flavor I want to weave into my brand.
Anything strike your fancy?
I probably do need to upgrade my gear. Everyone here could use at least a little bit of a boost. We own 5. And none of the people here actually are wearing this stuff. And it doesn't cost that much for a nylon parka. Or Trek shoes. They'd probably be better gear as well, so I probably shouldn't be buying these, but wouldn't surprise me. Colourful scarf, that might be a trade item. I think I've got spare Trek shoes, to be honest with you. But there we go, an upgrade. husband has been engrossed in this idol duo called With You recently. One of their members is a young lady named Ludua who lives in an apartment nearby. She visited our store a few times here and there, and he's been an ardent fan ever since. I've been holding out for a new record release from that idol group With You. But apparently, the agency those girls signed up with has no desire to move forward with one. They insist it wouldn't sell well right now, but how can they know for sure if they never take a chance? Music producers have no eye for talent, I tell you.
Oh, hello.
So
Welcome.
Chef Frying.
You're welcome back anytime.
Fish and tartar time. It seems like the people in this district only have one dialogue as well. This hardware store doubles as an arms dealer, right? Oh yeah, Van mentioned that in his handover notes. What's this about a handover? These two are fitting in for the time being as Arkride Solutions substitute Spriggans. We'd appreciate it if you were willing to sell them some of your weaponry. Oh, well, anybody a bracer like yourself is willing to vouch for is alright with me. Feel free to take a look at what I've got. Feel free to browse around for whatever weapons you might need. No guarantees that they'll meet your standards, though.
Want to take a look?
None of them meet my standards. Exactly 0 standards were met today. Well, Sapana BO3 seems to be better overall for you. And everything else takes away your evasion, does it, Elaine? Except for the Mirage Type B, which seems to be your tree. Accessories, a golden spoon we've already bought.
Come again.
I think I've got money for days, though. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that at all. Our stock features a variety of local beers brewed in different corners of the Republic. They each have their own regional idiosyncrasies, so it can be fun to sample them and compare.
Hello there. Thank you.
Would you let me buy the healthy liquor? Our produce is 100% organic, so it takes a lot more labor and time to grow. But none of the stores here are willing to buy at a price that reflects that. I can't go back to Balm like this. How would I ever face my family? Oh, we can't see... Oh, well, maybe there's just no special fishing spots here. It's actually the more makes sense version.
Let's get started.
Yeah, that makes way more sense. It's Inspector Daswani. He seems to be enjoying a moment with his daughter. Hey, Daddy, do we really get to spend the whole day together? I'm off duty today, so yes. Well, barring any sudden emergency calls. I knew it. You love your job more than me. Not even close. You're always the top of my list, sweetheart. I know this won't be nearly enough to make up for all the times you've been patient with me. But today, you're in charge. Whatever you wanted to go, wherever you want to buy, I'll make it happen. Yay! Then let's go to that canny play place together. We gotta bring some snacks back for Mummy. Canny lay? Oh, you want canelles from that patisserie down the way. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Canels. Why not? I'll get a big box for you to enjoy too, Gigi. Do you think your friend Nate'd like it if we got him some snacks too? You don't have to worry about him, sweetheart. Nate's really been getting his act together lately, so it's not as if he doesn't deserve it, and he's also not my friend. But they've got him out of town on a business trip right now. Oh, that doesn't sound like any fun at all. He's a colleague. He's an underling. So this sandwich was made entirely with ingredients sourced from here in the market, huh? Interesting. The freshness definitely makes for a crisper mouthfeel. I'm gonna have to try this place again sometime. What should I order next time? Running on an empty stomach? Why not fill up with a fruit sandwich? It's one of our signature items. 2 slices of bread with a heaping help of fresh, fruity goodness from Genesis Stool in between.
What can I get for you?
Juicy, fruity sandwich. Not really interested, I've got to admit.
Thanks for shopping. So sleepy.
That'll be very
So
soggy
lively
bread.
around here.
Very fast.
Hey,
My little girl just adores fish, and she's incredibly knowledgeable for age to boot. Gets me thinking she'll grow up to be an ichthyologist instead of a fishmonger like her old man. If you think prepping fish is a pain, we've got you covered. Just ask my dad and he'll clean one for you like a pro. I suggest getting the 3-piece fillet. That'll give you the most basic cuts for seafood dishes.
They're as fresh can be. Woohoo! Thank you.
This kid was born in the fish, melded by the fish. Wow, look at all the pretty gems and accessories. Why, thank you, my dear. Everything we carry is the genuine article. Stess, you gotta get me one of these, stat. And that's going to help us with our mission, how? I don't think that's quite her intention. Why do I even bother with him? Window shoppers are, and here I thought you were people of means. So be it, we have a few value items. Browse them as you please.
Better not be window shopping. What, done already?
Because you said better not be window shopping, I instantly cut and run. Buckwheat flour prices are finally down after last year's tragedy in Cray set them rocketing sky high. But as you might imagine, it's still not as low as it once was. Perhaps I should consider scouring the market for foreign imports. Eager to put a nice hearty pep in your stat? Look no further than our meats. We've got everything. Beef, pork, chicken, heck, even mutton and camel. Stop on by and take a look.
What can I get for you?
I do not want camel.
Thanks a bunch.
Right, where else can we check out? I think we've nearly finished the sweep of this area too, which means we're going to be off to a 4SPG. That's a home cookbook you're reading, right? Did you start helping your dad out in the kitchen or something? A bit, yeah. I want to make it easier on him, even if it's only a little. All I've really done so far is get in his way, though. It's pretty cool how you're always helping your mum with her fruit stall, Chell. Oh, really? I don't think it's that big a deal.
Please, check out my wares.
Check out what I have on offer.
Sean and I are neighbours, and we both have kids who are right around the same age. He often shares some of his cooking with us as thanks for our fruits. At this point, it's almost as if we're one big happy family. I think that's might be the point.
Let me know if you need anything at all.
I'll buy your dried mango. Dehydrated mango that tastes even sweeter than it did when it was fresh.
Please, come back anytime.
Little Shell's doing me a real favour keeping my son company. Now I can focus on shopping for today. A future couple, maybe? These guys are up on high. Oh, I can enter that building over there, can't I? How are you doing, Dunn? Man, I'm getting more customers than ever now. There's only one stall here, that's why. This goes to show how much of a hit my pastries are, though. Being up to my ears in work never felt so good.
What's it gonna be?
I bet it feels mainly good you've got
Later.
literally zero competition. We got rid of your competition. Well, more of the... In reality, your competition took itself out, to be totally fair.
Let's see here.
Right, so I can go up here, the rest area. Hello. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to have a change of scenery before settling down with a good book. I forgot about searching for things in the wild. This year's edition of the Criminal Compendium looks especially gruesome. I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. This girl's got good taste in hobbies. She must be one of those true crime fanatics. You've moved. I'm really questioning what your definition of good taste is. Still, Van's files did mention a true crime buff who made for a good source of intel. They said she was usually in the Tyrell District, but I guess she's here now, conveniently for us. Finding a new spot to read up about the felons of the world and their sordid deeds is actually a nice change of pace. This should help me make some good progress on my intellectual pursuits. This girl's got good taste in hobbies. She must be one of those true crime fanatics. You said the same thing again. It said that she had more text though, but she didn't. There's 100 shard tokens just there. Nothing beats sipping a cafe au lait while gazing out at the bustling market. Not to sound full of myself, but it just gives me a real girl boss vibe, you know? Okay then. Yes, I'm supposed to press this every 2 seconds while walking around now, aren't I? Well, that said, maybe there's less around than you'd expect. Maybe they're hidden off in areas. They were everywhere in Mezzaldam's Port Capriccio, after all. They seem to be hardly around anywhere here.
Now let's get back to the music.
And we just found a portal to the Martian Garden. There's a couple of them. Barely anything, though. Alright, let's continue the sweep, or more to the point, finish the sweep with the people in here. Though, of course, there's more out here. Spam. Spam. So they're more outside of the populated areas by the look of it.
I can't get enough of this heavenly scent.
I was a huge fan of Romy. I was a huge fan of this place way before they ever hired me. The more I stopped by, the more I fell in love with the way Mr. Ward brew his coffee. Fast forward to today, and here I am. Every cup of black coffee I drink here is as sublime as the last. The bitter flavors seep into the fabric of life itself, something only the truly mature can appreciate. Yeah, but what about those adverts that have spammed YouTube recently, if you know what I mean? Don't drink coffee, drink this. It has cordyceps. Has anyone else been getting those? Hello there, Great. How's your work? Elaine, I was just getting ready to head out on my next job. It's just this old lady whose request I took on a while back lives in the area, and all by herself too. I was thinking of dropping by to check on her. You don't think that makes me too much of a busybody, do you? I can't make any sweeping judgments on that, but it is important to make a habit of being attentive, whether toward the city itself or its residents. Doing so is what allows us to respond swiftly when the critical moment arrives. Take that into account and decide for yourself what a bracer should do in your shoes. I get you. Thanks a ton, Elaine. A+ advice from an A-rank bracer. Gray has good instincts and a promising future. I'd be lying if I said I didn't have my concerns, though. It's slight, but I think I get what you mean. Still, he seems like a capable guy overall. Targeted ads? I'm like looking at that going like, I don't drink coffee. I'm guessing it's targeting a demographic, of course, but it's like, no. I'm not looking for a coffee substitute that involves brain fungus. It's going to take me over. It'll be Last of Us in no time. What would a bracer do? I'll have to figure that out for myself. By the way, Lashkar also lives around this area, doesn't he? I've been a little worried about the kid. Probably won't hurt to check in on him too while I'm at it. No, it wouldn't. Every cafe latte I drink here is as sublime as the last. These perfect little coffee breaks just melt me away, body and mind. I don't think I could live without them anymore. I don't mean to boast, but we at Wolfram sell our coffee beans wholesale to a number of other establishments. As it so happens, we have a long-standing business relationship with Monmouth Bistro in Old Town. It is largely due in part to the owner, Victor, that we came to be as renowned as we are. I would expect no less from him. He must have pretty good foresight. That's easy to believe after eating his food. The man knows quality when he sees it.
Welcome! Thank you for coming.
Welcome.
Please stop by again.
I've got the same voice as the other guy. Well, there we go. That is 3 areas swept. As soon as we talk to this one last person over yonder. In Cancer Fishing Supplies. If you're looking for Makino, Carl, and Shannon, they're off on a fishing trip in Mezzledam. Oh, this place can get mighty lonesome without those kids around.
Anything you want.
Got a line roller, do you? Stabilizes the Pointer's Revolution. Sure, I'll buy some dumplings as well.
Hope you get good use out of it.
Don't know if I need that. Wait, there's a back here? Oh, some goodies. Is this your own little fishing place? Is that why you've got this back place? This has to be used for something. It's not just going to be here for no reason.